Good
You're
morning,
welcome. Good morning.
Abby.
Yes, good
Adoga.
morning, Joshua. Good
Joseph.
morning, Joseph. Good morning, Joseph. Good morning, Lillian.
You're welcome.
Thank
It's nice
you.
having you here.
Same
But you
here.
said Miss Abuja, former Miss Abuja,
Former
right?
Miss
Miss
Senior
Abuja.
Abuja.
Lawyer, and then the fashion designer. How do you combine all of this?
It all falls down to passion, like they say. So, Miss Senior Abuja was when I was in school. Being a lawyer was what I read in school, and being a fashion designer is what I'm doing right now. So.
Yeah, for that.
How long have you been in the fashion industry for?
I think I've been doing this for 5 years straight.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I started off when I was in school. When I graduated, I went in full time. So
It's quite interesting. The dive from law to
She just went.
no, she didn't dive down. She just
Just-
went somewhere else. Again.
Well, that's a great one, and I really admire that
Yeah.
about
thank you.
And
Thank
then
you.
let's talk about the fashion world. Now, as a fashion designer, we've found so many evolution of our especially Nigerian. If you look at Ankara, before we look at our Ankara, and then we now look at the English wears. We've had so many evolutions. So, what is the best you've seen so far?
I think our Nigerian fashion, first of all, is very diverse. You get to see people. Back in the day, people used to dress according to their cultural
True.
attire. You get to see a whole lot of agbadas, just random people. You're wearing corporate right now, but back in the day, people would naturally wear native attires. But in present day, there's this form of mixture of Ankara and English. I think that's what the trend is currently. You get to see people wearing agbada on sneakers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
I've seen
yes,
that.
when I actually first got to see it, I was like, what is this? But then it became a trend and it became really, really nice. People wear kaftans on sneakers.
Formerly used to be outside guys, like we have I'm from the north, so it used to be us that used to do that.
Well,
we got laughed at, and then now it's coming back as a fashion trend. and
Exactly.
it looks
So
nice.
it's evolving. There's so many things happening. People are making kaftans, mix match with South fabrics and making Ankara prints. So the fashion world in general is just evolving. Everything works. So far it suits you, it works. That's just how fashion is right now.
We've seen like men having like suits or blazers with Ankara.
With patch of Ankara,
full
exactly.
Ankara. It's quite exciting to see. It's appealing to the eye.
Yeah, because the way it is now, there's no rule to fashion anymore. There's no, if you're wearing suits, you must wear black shoe. Or if you're wearing agbada, there's no rule to fashion anymore. What suits you, so far you can pull it off, then it's good to go.
Anyway, now let's talk about men, understanding men's fashion.
Okay.
It's actually been, would I say, a very serious problem. You know, then they used to say, as a father, you should always dress your son. That's what I believe. I think I'm so I still believe it. As a father, you should dress your son. Why would the father be looking all? Let me use the word peng. It's Friday, so why would the father be looking all peng and looking all smooth, and then the son is still trying to comb his hair? So men fashion has actually been quite controversial.
Okay.
As a man, they believe you should wear a shirt, and then you should have a certain tie that goes with your shirt, and then if you're wearing an agbada, there's a certain cap that goes with it. But over time, there's been a massive involvement. What's your take on that?
Like I was saying, there are no rules anymore. There are no rules anymore. We've come to corporate settings where people wear the same suit that you're talking about, but there's no rule that you must put on a tie. I mean, you for instance, but you're still corporate. So I can decide to wear my agbada completely without having to put on my cap. There are no rules to whatsoever. In fact, as a matter of fact, right now, male fashion, I think the whole using Ankara to make up and down, people are hardly doing that right now. What they're using is plain fabric to, explain, to make outfits, and it's working. They call it South. That's what is really trending right now. Now, there's this new trend of something, I think, for the past, something like what Ebuka is wearing just now. This is mostly, even your agbada, this is what people want to use.
Yes. Don't go back to the regular agbada of
Exactly.
1,500.
It has to look cute on you. Most times, I think for like the past 2 months in my shop, everybody that comes to make agbada wants their agbada not so sweeping the ground.
Yeah,
They just
yeah,
want
maybe
to
like short
exactly,
sleeves, yes.
not the whole. I want to do no,
But
that's
I want. They call it 1,500.
exactly.
This
This is
Abada actually made waves. This Abada caused problems.
exactly. So this is what is actually in vogue now. People are not carrying the whole every. I was looking at my father's picture from like way back when he was still young, and there was this outfit. It was made of complete Ankara, and I was like, "What is this? Why? Like, what?"
No, then it was use your 6 years.
6 years.
Exactly.
To the
And,
last.
and it was made of Ankara. Right now, if I see anybody wearing something using Ankara to sew Agbada, I'll just be like, what is that?
This,
No,
No,
this
this
is
is
an amazing
beautiful.
creation.
Yeah.
Having
Yes.
a sweater with an Ankara in front.
Yes.
Lately now, I've seen like people maybe will just is Africa and then it's just like Ankara, like a
Yes,
African mark or something.
exactly,
And that's really
exactly. I think this dressing, especially in university, let me go back to my university days, when there's this stuff passing out and all that, everybody has to wear a uniform.
Yes.
Most of other departments anyway, they had something like this as they're passing out shirts. And it's very lovely. You can go on anything.
Yes.
You can wear it with shoe, you get the sneakers, you can wear it with pants, you can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with shorts. It's actually in vogue, and I don't think this is something that would
Phase out anytime soon.
phase out anytime.
Someone
It's
wanted
actually
to
in
make
vogue.
me a baseball jacket with Ankara, and I'm like, okay, let's
Oh,
do
are
this.
you serious?
I'm excited
Yes,
to see
it will.
that.
It will actually look. This is beautiful.
I mean,
No, I know Ebuka has
Ebuka's
the
tailor.
bad attitude. His tailor needs to be taken to court. He has the bad, I think I've got the very bad attitude of stealing other people's shine during an event. I mean,
Honestly.
look at, no, it still boils down to the fact that male fashion has evolved.
Yes, and
No
it's still
fashion
evolving. There are
yes.
new things that are coming up. Like this style of agbada that has an inner different from the outer is trending. So there are different things
I
that
like the
are
red
coming.
part, the red,
Yes.
and then it just it
And
brings
if you
down.
notice, his cap has nothing to do with his outfit.
Exactly.
It's black, and it's
Formerly,
still.
you will have blue
you-
cap,
exactly.
blue agbada, blue inner.
Blue shoe.
Or if normally if people maybe they say they don't want color, they'll just say maybe their cap has to be red. But it's black, and
It's
everything is still working out.
No, I think all this boils down to the fabric industry as well. Since coming to realize that people don't really use much more of Ankara again, the fabric
Yeah.
industry have gone into production of plain materials.
Yeah,
That,
sure.
I think that's another thing that's contributed to the evolvement of male fashion and general fashion in general, and then male fashion in Nigeria. Nigerians and Africans are known for it's not party. So we really want to wear all kinds of outfits and wear all kinds of attire that is going to look great, and also we're known for that. But then, as a fashion designer and your 5 years of experience, what's the greatest challenge you faced when it comes to male fashion and satisfying your male customers?
What would I say is my greatest challenge? What would I say is my greatest challenge? What would I say is my greatest challenge? That's a tough question, because I can't really say, basically every client has different needs. So what is probably my challenge with you is not going to be my challenge with you. So there's no particular thing I can say is a challenge. Maybe what would be my challenge is I got this client like 3 months ago who wanted to make agbada with asoke and then a face, like their cap filler. Now getting that fabric was hell on earth. I went through because those things are no longer in vogue. So I went through all the markets in this Abuja to get that fabric, but at the end of the day I couldn't get it. I was told I had to order it from Lagos to Abuja here. I think that's a major challenge I've had to face when it comes fabric. I had correct ashoki. I was supposed to make up and down with it, and then agbada, and then a filler cap. I think that's my major fabric. Like, I would say is fabric, especially coming down here to Abuja. It's really hard for you to get to see the kind of fabric you want to use. Most of people say go to Aba, go to Lagos. Those things are not here in Abuja. So I think majorly it has to do with fabrics. Fabric vendors should try to spread the trend everywhere, so it's not just concentrated in some states. So I think that's just the major challenge I've had to go
Fabric.
through.
So I think fabric is a normal challenge that every tailor would go through.
There's not more pictures coming up.
Trying to get the right fabric for whatever it is you want to sew. And then how about customers' relationship? Getting a particular.
Look at this one.
I'm not supposed to. No, in as much as we are happy that our fashion industry has evolved, this is not part of it.
But look, wait. Possibly, it's possible that he's not pulling it out. Like he's not pulling it
Or
off.
he gave this.
No, I think we're actually judging him. I think I'll agree with her. If Ebuka had won this,
Yeah, Ebuka probably has the body that will pull this off, and then he knows how to, make the swag and how to
Nobody
pose.
can pull this off. Nobody can pull it off. What is the first? What
no, my problem is that wing.
Exactly. Then the trousers and the pants. Look at it as in, why do you have to be there?
No, the pants is fine. The shirt
No,
is
it's not
fine.
bigger.
But the
The
I thought
whole-
about the baby beep.
Yeah,
That really-
I can't wear these trousers out.
Are you sure?
No.
Some
But
guys
maybe
will
this
die for
trousers,
that
it would
trouser.
have been nice if it was that in Ankara was the shirt. But that stuff going round, I really don't understand it. But I guess he just didn't pull it off well. Somebody who had stayed and posed, and maybe it should have come out better. But I really don't know.
Well, based on the fact that we're trying to understand men's fashion, this is a very
Honestly, I don't
complicated
think
one.
this is us evolving.
No, no. I don't think so either. I don't think so. I'm trying to picture me now. This is dope.
Awesome.
Yes.
Like you said,
No, like
This
you
is
said,
what I was
mixing
saying.
English.
Yeah, mixing English and Ankara, and it's coming out very beautiful. This is something you can wear for weddings, you can wear for corporate events, you can wear for traditional, you can just wear
I
anywhere.
particularly like the one on the left.
The one with a small patch of
Yeah.
That's
Ankara.
less Ankara, and I think we're beginning to move backwards forward rather, wanting less Ankara and more.
Funny enough, I actually like the one with more Ankara.
yes.
Because it gives you this feeling of you're wearing a corporate suit,
It
but
seems too dressy.
it's Ankara.
You-
The other one looks too English.
This is
Talk
good.
yes. Now talking about the evolution. Now we've gotten to a stage where we use Ankara to make suits, and we saw. I think there was a case of Jim Ike wearing a short and a suit,
made
and
of
then
Ankara.
made of Ankara, and I was like, wow, okay. And
Well, you want to talk about shoes, talk about Jidena.
Jidena,
he nailed it.
he nails it every
Every
time.
time.
Yes.
Now,
And
this is good too.
This it actually is. The beautiful thing about this outfit is it can go well with females, and it can also go well with males. Like there's no rule. You can, as a woman, you can wear Ankara jackets.
Of course.
As a man, you can also wear Ankara jackets.
True.
It's really nice.
Yeah, but I think I have a problem with the outfit.
It's colorful.
Well, this is too
So,
colorful.
I don't. This guy I don't understand it.
this guy, the guy on the left.
Yes.
Is this us evolving?
No.
It's just going backward.
That is not us evolving because I don't know what the tie is doing there.
I don't know what jacket is doing.
Well, his shirt is covering him, so I support you, bro.
No, first of all, I don't think every kind of material should
This
be
is
used.
beautiful.
Yeah, this is nice.
No, this is not Ankara. This is a different fabric entirely that could be used to sew an English wear. But then
Yeah.
again, it's still the regular senator. Talking about the
Yes.
senator style that is everywhere. This is the
Yes.
regular senator
But the regular it's not Ankara, yes, but it
Yeah.
is still our traditional outfit.
outfits. Yeah.
Because this is the fabric that those senator South. Senator is the tush name that they used to call it, but in the market they call it South. If you go and say you want to buy senator, everybody will be like, what's a senator? But in South they call it in the market. So this is the fabric you used to sew all those, Gulo Jonathan type of
exactly,
dresses.
Mhm.
So now they're just mixing it, make it look more swag and
For
all
younger
that.
people.
Yeah, for
Young
younger
people, yeah.
people. But it's nice. I've seen a lot of people wear this.
Oh,
So
okay.
the Ankara suit. I don't like the trouser. I don't like the fact that they're wearing the Ankara suit. I don't like
It's too busy.
It's too busy.
I don't think every kind of material should be used.
Used
for suits.
Yes.
Now that takes us to choices of
Choices.
materials.
Because the one on the far left is too busy.
The one I like is just the blue
Yes,
Ankara,
me too.
but then it's not going. I don't feel it's going well with the trousers. I just
Every black.
I think a black trouser would have been
it's just
perfect.
everywhere. Like, hey, look at me, I'm here. That kind of outfit. So I think the Ankara jacket is nice, but wearing it with an Ankara
trouser, it's not. It's a no-no.
Because I don't even think I've seen people wear this on the streets. Like, I've seen
I
Ankara
will
jackets.
talk to you if you wear this.
I would talk, that guy on the left, I don't understand what's going on there.
Well, no, I think it still boils down to sense of fashion and individuality. Who you are as a person.
Look at
We just
that.
spoke about Jidena.
He's always killing it when it comes to Ankara.
Like no effort.
He's always
Flows.
killing it. And to think like to say he's not even in Nigeria, but every time he wants to pull off Ankara, is always. Beautiful.
I think he brought us out to the world. He was one of those that actually brought Ankara
You
fabric
can
and Nigeria out to
actually
the world.
say that.
For every of his music videos,
Yes.
he's always on
With
Ankara.
tie.
For every of his events, he's always on a nice Ankara that looks very corporate and very fitting.
Look at what he's wearing now. That's Ankara. But then he's not wearing Ankara trousers. You just make him look like Father Christmas.
Like the other people.
Yes. So this him on this plane, it just makes it beautiful. You want to get something like that. Like
Yes,
every
absolutely.
normal man on the street wants. But when you wear that suit and I don't want to make it.
I should dress like this next week.
Please do. Please do. I'll support you.
Now,
Yep.
Look at this.
Yep.
And this is the t-shirt.
I've seen a lot of it with polo.
Yeah.
Round neck polos. People are wearing this everywhere.
Yeah, I think the one I
No.
saw, my mom actually had, it was a gym gown with Ankara.
With Ankara.
I like that too. I come across like these black gowns with, let's say, the bottom part with Ankara or just maybe
No, this one was almost like this. It was almost like this.
But it
I
was
think.
jean.
It was jean on top and somewhere in the middle. Then the little flay down and round. They had Ankara around stone, properly stoned.
Wow.
And I was like, this is very creative. Whoever thought of it. I think the minds of Nigerians.
Is this Ankara? Sorry.
Yes, this is
This is
Ankara.
Ankara.
The one below is Ankara.
Funny thing is, they're even making fabrics that are not Ankara, like they're not Ankara fabric themselves, but they have Ankara patterns.
Pattern,
Oh,
yes.
I see.
So this might not really be Ankara, but this is an Ankara pattern. It might just be silk, but
Yes.
it's Ankara pattern.
Yes.
No, they're
I've seen
making a
the
whole
silk
lot of
materials.
that now in the market
So you
just
have
to
silk
blend.
materials that are
That Ankara.
really in the market now?
Yes.
Yeah, they have Ankara
Oh.
patterns, yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's quite impressive.
It is.
It's
This is what we were
like-
talking about earlier. I mean, look at this, and then somebody now wears real Ankara and makes Agbada. Would you even want to greet the person?
I
So
personally
this,
like that the Agbada is short sleeve.
it's that's what's in vogue now, and you don't necessarily need to make long sleeve when you're wearing your Agbada. A lot of people like him. Look at two of those are short sleeve.
sleeve, yeah.
But before, like what we had before, you had to have complete
Not even fitted.
cufflinks.
It's
No,
not fitted.
you have to be there. Free hand,
Free hand.
just and then you have your Ankara on top. But now you're having fitted short sleeve and then a really cute Agbada on
On it. So I must say the male fashion world is really evolving.
it. It is.
Although it's, would I say it's this is also another pattern.
Yep.
This is Dashiki.
But funny enough, I think this was really a trend like last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
A lot of people had this type of fabrics. A lot. You could see them with long gowns, women with this normal dashiki. This was really in vogue like 2 years ago. But somehow it's really fading out. Oh, if you come to see, you don't get to
Actually, you
see.
don't get to see as
You don't get to see as much as
yeah.
it.
That's my
of it
problem with
anymore.
trending outfits. When it's there, everyone is wearing it. And then when it's
Everyone-
fading out, what would you do with your own?
When you even see it, Seb, you just
I
like.
like it, as I think I will still rock it as if.
You have to bring it back.
Yes. Maybe we should bring it back.
That would be a bad idea. We'll wear it one day.
One of these Fridays we should rock
bring-
that.
No, you guys should just make your uniform. We'll be at home and we'll rooting for you.
Uniform and cool or something.
Well, at least it's going to be supporting the Nigerian
Yeah.
fabric industry.
Sure.
Now, as a fashion designer, now would you say where do you see our fashion industry in the next 2 years? Or
We are. Jay is the
It's too
word.
close. I think
It's too
maybe
close.
5.
The next 5 years, yes.
5 years. See, let me use the word blowing. Like, we are blowing the fashion industry. Like, there's so much that Nigerian fashion industry is offering. Take first of all, you know how fashion industry has a whole lot of sectors. You have the models, you have the photographers, you have the fashion bloggers, you have fashion designers. Everybody is putting in their 100%.
Yes.
When you get to see models modeling outfits, you'll be like, was this made in Nigeria?
Yeah.
When you get to meet fashion journalists, take for instance Otelola's daughter. That's what she does. She has a blog, and what she does is just fashion blogging. But then she's taking it to another level. So if we push up this consistency, you get to see people like Beyonce wearing Ankara fabric.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rihanna wearing Ankara fabric. There was a time there was an argument that Ankara did not originate in Africa. That it originated in Holland because a lot of American celebrities started
Yes.
wearing it. So Nigerian bloggers began to argue like, no, this is our thing. Don't take this one away from us as well. So
But then there's a material called Holland also.
Hollandese.
You are
Hollandese. But then, even though I don't even know the origination of Holland, but they probably made it in Holland. But then it is. They don't sell it in Holland though. They sell it here.
So it's our own.
So it's our own. Probably it's a Dutch company, but it is our own. That's why it's sold here. So if we put up this consistency, you come to realize that our designs would be global. Very good. Take for instance how they made this Super Eagle jersey, and then it was everywhere. Even Mbaku, I don't know his real name. He had to even wear it for an award. That's how dapper that was, and it was coming from Nigeria. So just imagine if we put that kind of effort that we're putting now into our fashion industry, it will be everywhere. You won't be surprised one day you just see the Queen of England just wearing Ankara.
I can't wait. You're such a Ankara, sure. That's going to be really welcome.
I think it's a good thing because as over years also we have progressed over time, like she has pointed out. We don't wear bogus things as much again, and over the years, possibly maybe things have changed as such.
Yes, things would have changed. Something just came to my mind. Your Igbo. Yes, good. Now, back in the day, you dare not wear a red cap if you're not a chief.
Yeah.
Yes.
People wear red cap now. Young people everywhere. If it just looks good on your outfit, you just carry red cap. There's one material in the in the market now, is everywhere. I think it's
Shagu. Yes.
I have one at home.
Imagine you have one at home.
It's for titles,
I'm going next week right now.
There's one in my shop, and an Igbo lady came, and she was like, "You have this fabric?" I said, "Yeah." I think it's for who? It said this was for one young guy. In her place, nobody wears Isiagu. They are spoiling it. She was so angry, very angry. But then, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yes.
You're no longer in the village. Whoever is even wearing, that guy might even be Yoruba. He just likes the print on the fabric, and then he's getting it. So, like I was saying, there are no rules. You like it, you get it, you wear it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You like it, you wear it. You like it,
You wear it.
You like it,
you get it, and you wear it.
So I think that should be one that would stand. So if I'm talking about the Shagu, I'm even planning on getting one.
Can you imagine? No. We will riot against
Do you know who I am? No, I'm even planning on getting one because it's formally then it just has to be titled men. I can't imagine how the titled men.
I saw a bike man wearing it one day. It was
No,
even elastic. His was a shirt, just normal shirt, and it was elastic. I was like,
Wow. That's the end. Well, now still talking about our fashion industry. Now, our focus today is understanding men's fashion. Now, we're trying to look at men's fashion and how it has grown over time.
Yeah.
Would you say there's been a positive impact in men's fashion? We wouldn't want to touch women's fashion because if we start women's fashion, we won't finish today. So, we won't even. So, let's look at
I feel like the men's fashion is just like the basic stuff. As in, we just have basic
very
outfits,
simple.
very simple outfits.
yes, because you can't compare. I see. Look, my tailors, they prefer sewing male. Because women outfit, they're just like, I want this, I want that, I want, yes, they're just so. But male is just male fashion.
Exactly. Just male fashion.
There's so it has advantages, it has disadvantages. We were just talking about the Isiagu just now. To some people, that's a huge disadvantage. To them, you have bastardized their culture.
Yes.
You have insulted their chiefs. It's only what is it Ofo? Is it Ofo title?
Yes,
Ozo title. They're the only ones that wear the red cap, and you're not even a titled man, and you're wearing a red cap.
You're not even a man yet. You're a young boy.
So maybe in that light, you can say it has a disadvantage because starting off before, our dress pattern was shaped by our cultural beliefs. But now all that does not matter. But then it's still an advantage because young people, old people, children, basically everybody is buying into Ankara. Now before I even started fashion designing, I had this fear that maybe one day like this, so people won't even want to wear Ankara again, to just be jeans and shirts, modernization. But the amount of people that sew, men that sew, it's frightening. Just that not everybody is using Ankara anymore. For men.
Okay.
Men fashion, I think we're evolving from Ankara itself to using plain fabric.
Yes, I think so.
That's the evolution. Like people hardly use. Instead of they're using Atiku, there's this fabric called Atiku in the market now.
We have Senator, we have Atiku.
Yes, there's Atiku.
Well, we have Buhari.
There's Atiku in the market now. I think it's either people are using Atiku or they're using Senator. But it's very hard. I think most people that are really still keen on using Ankara fabric is people from the West. The Yorubas. They still use Ankara itself to make like up and down. They still use lace to make agbada.
Okay.
Very scarce.
You used to make Agbada
Yes.
up to now.
Yes, I make it in my shop. We use lace, but it has
I
to
don't
be.
like lace as a material.
Oh, I love this.
Yes.
Okay, for guys, for me.
No, for guys, I don't like this.
Ask any Yoruba person around. Their father, their brother, somebody must have a
Fully
lace
agbada.
agbada.
It's actually going to be really beautiful.
Okay, I don't.
The white lace
I'm not
agbada. No, it's
yeah.
Do you know how you can't start lace? So like
You can't start it, it's just there, it just falls.
Uh-huh.
Like cheddar, you can start cheddar and
Still
then
fine.
it stays.
it has to be fine.
It has to be fine. It's still fine.
Well, I think it's just people from the West that are still doing that. Or people, Igbo, Hausa, Efik, all the tribes, or including Yorubas as well. Anyway, I'm just saying a few of them you still use lace and Ankara, but then what is in vogue now is using plain fabrics to make your dresses, and I think that's the evolution. That's what it is. Either they're mix matching Ankara or they're just using plain fabric to sew their kaftans. That's it.
So it's